Yes, guys, welcome back to Alpha Plug. I'm joined by the one and only Wade Plem. How you doing today, Wade?
Good, man. We are one day away from the semifinals in the Kingpyn tournament. Just got done with the press conference weigh-in, which is something you don't regularly see in combat sports. We did two in one day. All right, what's up?
Yeah.
We're done now, though. We're ready for the fight.
But first, we would like to thank today's sponsor, Intelligent Labs. Intelligent Labs use scientifically advanced formulas to create essential nutrients in the most absorbable forms. They take care of potency, quality, and science so you can take control of your own health. They're gluten-free, allergen-free, non-GMO. They use bioavailable vitamins and have no artificial colors or flavors. They have a 4.9 out of 5 rating on Trustpilot and are trusted by nearly a million customers worldwide. Intelligent Labs are currently doing an offer of 15% off your first order if you use the link in the description. Please use our affiliate link in the description below or pinned comment because it really helps the channel. Now back to the interview. How excited are you for the fights on Saturday night? You've got some big stars fighting, and the tournament is high stakes, and these are high stakes now. We're in the semi-final of the tournament. How excited are you?
Listen, you got to earn that bread now. The high stakes, and we ain't talking about sirloins. You feel me? Um, listen, every fight has its own story now because we're in the semifinals, and the people that aren't even influencers. I'm super excited about Aaron Chalmers and Kiefer Crosby. I'm excited about Keane Cowley. There's a ton of fights on the card for everybody. So if you're a pro guy, watch those prelims. If you're an influencer, Jarvis and Gibb look like they're going to strangle each other a second ago. So that's another one. On the girls' side, obviously, Barbie just jumps off the page in every way possible, right? She looks like she's going to slit your throat, drink your blood, and then punch you in the fucking face. Like, I don't know. She's got all that and a bag of chips. So for that one, I'm super excited. And then Elle has got to finish the story, man. She's got to show everybody why she was favored to win this whole thing.
Yeah. So how proud of you? How proud are you
I'm
of
proud of
the?
myself. I'm super proud of myself. I'll tell you that. I am super proud. Thank you for asking.
I was going to say the influencer scene as a whole, right?
Yeah.
We've seen such an increase in like skill level, production,
Yep,
promotion.
yep, yep.
Like for example, like Barbie in the last fight. A lot of like female fighters just do the 1-2, the 1-2. They just spam the 1-2, right? We saw Barbie deliver an uppercut.
Boom,
Exactly,
off the
exactly,
back
man.
foot.
How
Yeah.
proud are you to see just the scene grow and just the skill level rise? How proud are you?
I'm super proud to see people take it seriously, man. I come from the pro scene, and I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, wait, we don't want you here because you're from the pro side." But I genuinely like when people are. See you, Chris. I'm genuinely excited when people take it seriously because if they don't, they're going to get hurt, right? And all the promotion that we do, and that's a big part of it, and I understand that, and we do absolutely have to focus on that a little more. But all that and no skill, someone's going to get hurt badly. So them taking it seriously, that's all I can ask for, man.
So you were involved in some controversy earlier this year with a big star in KSI. Have things simmered down then? How things like completely just boiled down and
On
everyone's
my
just
end,
civil now?
listen, on my end, it was never hot. The water was never boiling on my end. The blood was simmering from the rip. I was cool, calm, collected, but that's just because again, I didn't do anything out of the ordinary. I just did what I normally do. On their end, I think that things have simmered down, yeah, a little bit. I don't think they're super focused on what I'm doing. Likewise, I'm doing my thing, they're doing theirs. But obviously, there's going to be some mending of fences that needs to happen if I'm ever going to do business with them again, and like probably on their end, vice versa. Maybe they feel jaded in some way, but regardless, what I'm doing over here is what I'm doing. What they're doing over there is what they're doing. I hope they're successful with it, but I'm trying to be my best self over here. You know?
So talking about KSI then, KSI versus Tommy Fury is on the horizon apparently.
Yeah.
What do you think happens in that fight?
Fuck, man. Right after that question, I mean, listen, it's to me, Tommy wins the fight. It's not enough time for KSI to be able to be on that level yet. I know what he wants. I know what he sees, right? He sees landing a big right hand on Tommy and Tommy not being able to take it. He sees Tommy running into shots. He sees Tommy over exaggerating some movements to get to range that he's already at, sometimes overthrowing his jab and closing distance to a point where he's in too deep. So I see what KSI sees out of the fight. Just don't know if he's got the shot to land it.
Do you think maybe though the fight is a lot closer than people expect? KSI does have that power
No.
because obviously, right? We saw in
I think
Misfits.
it's close if KSI lands a big one. That's what makes it close.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a boxing match and KSI isn't able to land heavy on him, then no, I think Tommy does exactly what he did to Jake, and maybe even a little better. And or potentially we get a stinker where Tommy is jabbing, clinching, and it's one of those fights where it's not close, but it's also one that we didn't even get what we wanted out of the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So KSI has to land a big one. If he does, fucking amazing. celebrate from the heavens because we finally got rid of Tommy fucking Fury in the influencer boxing scene. If he doesn't, I just don't see it being close, man.
The reason I do say this though is because obviously KSI versus Joe Fournier, it was meant to be like a very, very, very like high level fight, right? And Joe Fournier, for me, didn't do it. He didn't pass the eye test. And this guy's meant to be was it a former belt holder? So
belt holder. Yeah, no, he got gifted a belt from the WBA after being suspended for using PEDs. We know this, but I mean, yeah, for the narrative that was spun was that Joe was supposed to be, 9-0 pro boxer. It wasn't a close fight. I never thought it would be. I guess I would dust him, and outside of the elbow, which he was going to knock him out anyway, in my opinion, it was not a close fight.
So going back to the KSI and Tommy saga,
yeah.
There's always been like issues with people trying to negotiate with the Fury family.
Good luck.
Why do you think is that? Well, is that their ego? Is that just like their management? What do you think that is?
Well, funny you say management. It's worse now because Tommy is not under Queensberry. He's not with Frank Warren anymore. So now you're negotiating directly with Big John and Tommy. Good luck with that, dude. Good luck with that because it's hard enough with Frank being a mediator. Now you're not having anybody say, hey, listen, this is a good deal. No, they want what they want, right? So it's no negotiation. You just give it to them and they're not going to fight. And yeah, it's ego, sure, but they can get away with it because fair play to him. He beat Jake, and now he's a money fight. So I don't like it, but it is what it is. Now he's here to stay.
Do you think this will be an issue though? Because obviously a lot of people are now start to think, okay, then a lot of people's egos are going to increase, going to rise. People are going to think, okay, I want more money, I want more this, I want more that.
I mean,
and we could see a decline of even boxing and influencer boxing if this happens.
We're already there. Look at Tyson in the pro scene. Just fought, or is going to fight, Francis Ngannou versus defending his WBC and lineal belts. No, we'll just put those aside to fight a guy that's never boxed. Makes a lot of sense. But makes a lot of dollars, so to them it does make a lot of sense, right? I mean, we're seeing it in the influencer boxing scene. Guys have overvalued themselves for the last 4 years. Like, no one is worth. I mean, I want guys to get paid. Let's not get that mistaken. But no one's worth 7 figures right now. No one's worth it. You can't return it. No one is. I mean, I love Gibb, but he's not, right? I'm not. KSI and Jake are the only ones pulling those numbers. But here's the thing. Gibb's worth it if he gets it because that's what someone pays him. That's what he's worth now. So exactly to your point, it all rises as soon as someone gets that extraordinary paycheck. Now, well, he got that. I want that. Why is he worth it? And I'm pulling these numbers. It's the way game is, man.
Yeah. So we saw you obviously training with Jarvis at the Mayweather gym. Can you describe to me what that was like?
Jarvis, they don't. It was interesting because they put him in there just like he's one of the Mayweather guys, man. They don't take it lightly on him at all. I love that gym because there's a lot of talking in that gym when people are sparring, and Jarvis is a pretty quiet guy, so they were chirping him a little bit in some of the spars. But it was interesting to see. I didn't get a full day of training, and that's one of his coaches, Otis, was like, "We got to get you a full day. You didn't even get a full experience." So I'm gonna go back out and train with him and see how that goes.
Well, I have to ask this. Are we ever going to see you in the ring anytime soon?
Anytime soon, probably no. Ever? I mean, never say never, right? So we'll see. We'll see. This year has been me just trying to rediscover like what I want to do physically. Like I need to get back in shape. I need to get my health right. And once that's done, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. And could we see you at Misfits anytime soon or not?
Listen, I just told Fred a second ago, when you come to my state, man, you got to check in. You're in Tennessee now. That's my state. So looking at flights, we'll see what happens, man. I'm debating. I think I'm going to have my answer by maybe tonight. So we'll see. You might see me in Nashville sitting front row, maybe behind a cowboy hat or two.
Well, thank you, Wade, for this interview, man, and all the best on the weekend.
Appreciate you, bro.